This week, Six Flags set up a bunch of Fright Fest decorations, so I'm going to take you throughout the entire park and show you where they're at. Your full update from week 65 in a row begins right now. Starting off here in Los Festivales, I can see that this entrance to Mercado has the doors closed, but I believe they're open actually. They're conserving AC, good idea. Here at the Teatro Theater, the stage has been cleared. It's going to make way for something new, and I hear that it's going to be repainted. I don't know if that's going to include everything on the side here and around all the way back behind the seats. Can't really see it there. Oh, there it is. The green and kind of maroon color, that might be changing as well. But I think the repaint will mostly be on the stage. This Hurricane Harbor sign looks excellent in front of the Beach Bum Surf Co. shop. And as I mentioned yesterday, there's nothing new this week with Werewolf Gorge. We'll have to wait for another week. But if you want to see yesterday's video, this is what it looks like. You can click it after this video ends. I've mentioned these signs for a couple weeks now on the live streams. These are new. I swear, these were not here 3 or 4 weeks ago. But they look excellent, nice and clean. Now, if you remember at FT92, they mentioned that Roadrunner Express would be getting a lot of new theming for 2027. So I want to make sure I get a ride on it today so I can check on that theming, see if anything is new. Roadrunner Express is still warming up, so we will come back to it. Now, through this gate right here, you can see something big and blue that's wrapped in a blue tarp, and it looks like a circle. I believe that is the sign for Saw: Legacy of Terror, and I know where it goes. It's on the other side of this right here. It's gonna go right there where it was last year. Also, unfortunate news, Iron Rattler is still doing some test runs as well. It has not opened yet, but last time I rode it, I noticed that this truck right here had some of the theming missing. I remember all of those gross jars full of snakes back then, maybe just a year ago, but they're no longer there. And behind the Conjuring house here, or what we are assuming will be the Conjuring house, they put a tarp over some of the props. And over there, you can see a nice collection of stanchions that will probably go out front once Fright Fest begins. Inside of Lone Star Lils, we see a lot of wood that has been staged for the stage, no pun intended. Looks like they're getting ready for whatever nighttime spectacular is coming. And if I pan over here around the back of Lone Star Lils, we have some risers that are looking like they're gonna go out front on the stage at some point, as well as another collection of stanchions. Here at the Werewolf Gorge teaser, the sound is off today, but they have added something to it. There's this little speaker. I don't think it's doing anything. No, it's off. Half the time I come here, it's quiet. The other half of the times, it's loud. All right, everyone, I found a nice shaded area to bring you a Crack Axle Canyon curb chat today. And I have 2 pieces of Six Flags news that I can tell you about, but I can't yet explain. I'll tell you why. So first thing that's exciting is Six Flags Great America announced their new roller coaster for 2027. And it's going to be a Vekoma suspended family coaster. We saw some pictures of this going back months ago, and we also saw a teaser campaign in the kids area of the park. So I have not seen anything else about this yet. I'm going to do a blind reaction to it coming soon, very soon, to the channel. The second piece of news is that Travis Kelce is now teasing something with Six Flags. Now, he wears number 87, which is significant because August 7th is 8/7 in numerical terms for dates. So he's dropping something special on his day, 8/7. And I don't know yet what it is. I have a feeling, though, that it could be pricing for all of the Six Flags parks. The 2027 season passes and dining plans and drink plans and whatnot. I've shared a video, here it is on the screen right here, about pricing at Six Flags Great Adventure as well as Canada's Wonderland. But there are more parks that have begun to share their prices. And we're going to find out very soon what the prices are for the Texas parks. So it could be on August 7th. We'll have to stay tuned. But notice in the picture with his chain, he was wearing a Raptor roller coaster t-shirt from Cedar Point. So that's the Crack Axle Curb Chat for today. Very short and sweet, but there are so many videos coming to the channel, including a part 2 to this video right here. So make sure you get your comments in on that video if you have not watched yet. I'll leave a link to it at the end of this video. Now, one of the best places to cool off is actually at La Cocina de Cobre because the air conditioning in there is the coldest in the park. But another great way to cool off in the park is with this blue Powerade water in the Gully Washer, the one water ride that is open in this park right now. You can hear people really screaming on it today.
Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. No, don't walk towards it. Walk away from it.
Go, 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 go! Go, Aiden! Get go!
Now, something I'm noticing today is that there's a sound missing. I have not heard Miss Kitty blow her whistle in, well, the whole time I've been here. So I will keep you guys updated on whether the Fiesta Texas Railroad is operating today or not. Now, I have not mentioned Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster in a little bit, but as you can see, there isn't anything left. It was moved out to the parking lot, carefully dismantled piece by piece, and then it was loaded up on trucks and taken somewhere else. And at Six Flags Over Georgia, they have done the same thing. It is totally gone. And there was a report released that said CJ Barrymore's somewhere in Michigan, which is more of a family fun center than a full-size theme park, is picking up one of the Kid Flash clones. We're not 100% sure whether it is the one from Over Georgia or the one here, but I'll keep you guys updated on this plot of land right here because I know you're all wondering what's going to take this spot right here. At the base of Supergirl Skyflight, we have Metro Park Pub, and it's open today, so I'm really happy to see that. If you remember, they did mention, the park mentioned that it will be going through a refurbishment or renovation sometime between this year and next year. Yeah, this is one of the best rides here. Okay, very good sign. They have the arms down for train crossing. Where is Miss Kitty? I could have sworn I heard it. Miss Kitty has awoken from her slumber, ready to cut everything. Yep. Right on cue. Yep, as I was saying, ready to cut anyone off who tries to speak over her. You know what? Let's do Joker today.
It's a little match for what we have planned. Got lots of fun in store for your little citizen. How about we celebrate with some laughing gas?
So that was the fastest ride in the park. Joker Carnival of Chaos hit speeds of 75 miles per hour at the very bottom. One of the most intense rides, really. Every time I'm on that ride, It starts off slow and then it gets really intense. And then after the highest moments, you need some time to decompress. So I'm glad it takes its time really coming to a stop. Whew, that was great. I love that ride. You'll see a special off-ride video of that coming soon with the full queue walkthrough. But in front of the funnel cake stand, we have more Kids Boo Fest decorations up. These were not here yesterday. Now through the trees here, I see some employees walking around in some orange high-vis vests. They're a little hidden right here, but I have not seen anyone riding Superman yet. They've been doing a lot of test runs. Really hoping it opens later today. And just like that, Superman has opened. These are the first riders of the day. Wonder Woman is showing no wait right now. That's awesome. Is it running 2 trains? Yes, it is. That's great. Another good sign is that Blue Snowman is open. There have been many times over the past month where it has been closed. If you are familiar with Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, he promotes garage beer all the time. And it looks like they serve it here in Six Flags. Now stay tuned till the end of the video because I know you've been waiting to see in here in the boardwalk. We have 1 hour left until it opens. And this was the big reveal in yesterday's video. Alien and UFO have returned. And someone said they wanted to name the alien Roger. So I guess we can do that thanks to DK Coaster 420. There's a little UFO over there. Well, the arcade is still here. If you remember in years past, this usually becomes a haunted house for Fright Fest. They only have a little over a month to go and all the arcade games are still in there. We'll see what happens in the future. All right, you know what time it is. I want me chicken tendies. But how could I walk on by without acknowledging the awe-inspiring dancing trays? Now I noticed something different at the condiments area here. They don't have barbecue and they don't have honey mustard. And I looked at the other areas further down. They only have yellow mustard all the way down at the other end. I'm not sure what's going on. So for one of the first times ever, we're gonna have ketchup with the chicken tendies. All right, time to make them disappear. Too hot. It's so hot. That was delicious, but now I have the biggest update of the day for you. Wicked Hollow is returning this year at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, right here in Sposburg. The clock towers are here, the well is here, and the troll is here. Same one as before, rather gruesome looking, and they have the Wicked Hollow clock tower over here. Beautiful sign. And you never know, guys, we might have the same activation points as last year because look right there. They already have the box and the wiring set up with that little activation button. And here is the Bloody Well. It has that doll. On the side there, a bunch of weird looking brain matter stuff and some bones over there. Always interesting to see what's in the middle of this every year. And now it is time to travel into the boardwalk and show you a couple of updates on the clown scare zones and haunted houses. And I do want to give a huge shout out to my TikTok following because we had one of the best live streams ever today. There were more than 3,000 of you that tuned in and we had 350 people watching at one time. That is a new record. We just set the record and we're about 50 people away from 5,000 followers. But look at what we see now in the former Hell Valley Cemetery maze. So right over here, there are some colorful crates and there's a green one and a blue one right there that's hard to see. But right over here, this is new. That was not there before. Very creepy looking. We have some more decor and theming right here. Look at all these ugly dolls and clown heads all over this side of the boardwalk. This is gonna be a great place for you to get jump scared and also take pictures with some of your favorite clowns and performers. This guy looks like a fortune teller down here. This is one of the most unsettling creatures that they have set up here. It's got wrapping all over it, like on its wrist, its waist, its ankles, like it's a mummy, but it's got blades for some of its feet and some of its hands, a lot of polka dots, a lot of nails in its head, and then clubs and chains on some of its arms. It has 4 arms. Very grotesque. And across the way, we have Peep at the Circus with the big elephant. And then a two-headed nightingale. Very weird. There's a lot more posters on the wall there that all have to deal with the circus. It's a really ugly clown right here. They've got a bag down there. I don't know if that was supposed to be there, but this guy's all bloody. Has very strange eyes. It's got some weird cylinder, like it shoots up in the air or something. Well, wowee, I thought the doors were locked. I just saw someone walk out of here, so I pulled on the door and it's open. They've got some Annabelle stuff, some nun stuff, a nice Dracula teddy bear. Wow. So it looks the same as in years past. Oh, what is this? This looks nice. This is Fright Fest with a Black Widow on it. That's a cool hoodie. One last bit of Fright Fest decor before we go. The steam pumpkins are there behind the scenes, as well as some of those jack-o'-lantern towers. Can't wait to see those in Crack Axle Canyon soon. Well, you're not gonna believe it, guys. The 2027 Six Flags Fiesta Texas season passes and memberships and all of the pricing just went on sale right now while I was in the park filming this. So if you wanna see a lot of that, check out this video because it talks about pricing at other parks. It's pretty much the same for Fiesta Texas, but I will make a specific pricing video for Fiesta Texas and all of the other parks, including Cedar Point, very soon. See you tomorrow.